Are you unknowingly sabotaging your own happiness and health with habits that seem harmless, but are actually making your golden years miserable? In the next 15 minutes, I'll reveal the 6 most common mistakes that seniors make every single day. Mistakes that drain energy, worsen health, and steal joy from retirement. The third mistake on this list is something 8 out of 10 seniors do without realizing it's literally rewiring their brain for depression. Beverly, a 72-year-old retired nurse from Denver, couldn't understand why she felt exhausted and irritable despite having all the time in the world. She was making 4 of these 6 mistakes daily. Within 3 weeks of identifying and fixing them, her energy returned and her mood completely transformed. Mistake 1: staying isolated instead of maintaining social connections. Are you choosing solitude over socializing, thinking you're just enjoying peace and quiet? This might be the most dangerous mistake you can make as a senior, and it's happening in homes across America right now. What feels like peaceful retirement is actually creating a silent health crisis that's stealing years from your life. Research from Harvard Medical School's study of adult development, which followed participants for over 80 years, shows that social isolation increases your risk of premature death by 50%. That's equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. The Harvard researchers found that seniors who maintain strong social connections live longer, have better cognitive function, and experience significantly less depression and anxiety. Dr. Robert Waldinger, the study's current director, emphasizes that quality relationships are the strongest predictor of happiness and health in our later years. When you isolate yourself, your immune system weakens, your stress hormones increase, and your brain literally begins to shrink in areas responsible for memory and decision-making. The Mayo Clinic confirms that socially isolated seniors have a 40% higher risk of developing dementia compared to those who maintain regular social contact. Think about Harold from Phoenix, who stopped attending his weekly poker game because he felt too tired to drive at night. Within 6 months, he was sleeping 12 hours a day and had lost interest in activities he once loved. His daughter noticed his confusion and forgetfulness were getting worse during their monthly phone calls. Harold's isolation was creating a downward spiral that affected every aspect of his health and happiness. The solution is simpler than you think, but it requires immediate action. Make one meaningful social contact every single day, whether it's a phone call to an old friend, a conversation with a neighbor, or joining a community group. Start with just 15 minutes of social interaction daily. Visit your local senior center, join a walking group, or attend religious services if that's meaningful to you. Even video calls with family members count as valuable social connection. Don't wait for others to reach out to you. Take the initiative to connect with people today. Mistake 2: neglecting physical activity because I'm too old. Do you believe that slowing down physically is just a natural part of aging that you should accept? This dangerous myth is causing millions of seniors to give up on their physical health when they need movement most. The truth is that staying sedentary accelerates aging and creates a cascade of health problems that could easily be prevented. According to the Mayo Clinic, adults over 65 who remain physically active have a 30% lower risk of falls, maintain better balance and coordination, and experience less chronic pain than their sedentary peers. The National Institute on Aging confirms that regular physical activity can prevent or delay many health problems associated with aging, including heart disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, and even some cancers. Dr. Michael Roizen from the Cleveland Clinic explains that for every hour of moderate exercise, you gain 2 hours of increased life expectancy. When you avoid physical activity because you think you're too old, you're actually accelerating muscle loss, bone density decline, and cognitive deterioration. Your body loses about 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after age 30, but this loss accelerates dramatically when you're inactive. Consider Janet from Tampa, who stopped climbing stairs because she felt winded and chose elevators instead. She avoided walking to the mailbox and started using grocery delivery services. Within a year, she needed assistance getting out of chairs and had fallen twice in her apartment. Her doctor explained that her muscles had weakened so much that simple daily tasks had become dangerous. Janet's avoidance of physical activity had created exactly the frailty she was trying to prevent. Start with just 10 minutes of gentle movement every single day, and gradually increase as you feel stronger. Take a short walk around your block, do simple stretching exercises while watching television, or try chair exercises if mobility is limited. The key is consistency, not intensity. Choose activities you enjoy, whether it's dancing, gardening, swimming, or playing with grandchildren. Your local YMCA or community center likely offers senior-friendly exercise classes designed for your fitness level. Remember that any movement is better than no movement, and it's never too late to start. Every day of inactivity makes tomorrow's movement harder, so begin today. Mistake 3. Dwelling on past regrets. Instead of focusing on present opportunities, are you spending more time replaying yesterday's mistakes than planning tomorrow's possibilities? This mental trap is robbing you of joy and creating unnecessary suffering in your golden years. Constantly rehashing past decisions, relationship regrets, or career choices keeps you stuck in a cycle of negativity that prevents you from enjoying the present moment. Research from Johns Hopkins School of Medicine shows that seniors who focus on past regrets have significantly higher rates of depression, anxiety, and sleep disorders compared to those who practice present moment awareness. The Johns Hopkins study found that rumination about past events actually changes brain chemistry, increasing stress hormones like cortisol and reducing the production of mood-stabilizing neurotransmitters. Dr. Susan Charles from the University of California, Irvine, explains that older adults who practice emotional regulation and focus on positive aspects of their current life experience better mental health and cognitive function. When you dwell on regrets, you're literally rewiring your brain for unhappiness and missing opportunities for growth and connection that exist right now. Think about Frank from Seattle, who spent hours each day thinking about his decision to retire early and sell his business. He constantly wondered if he'd made the right choice and worried about money despite having adequate savings. His obsession with this past decision prevented him from enjoying retirement activities and strained his relationship with his wife. Frank's mental energy was trapped in the past, while his present life was passing him by. His family noticed he seemed distant and unhappy during gatherings, always bringing conversations back to his regrets. Write down one thing you're grateful for every morning before you get out of bed, and focus on what you can control today instead of what you cannot change about yesterday. Practice the 5-minute rule. Allow yourself only 5 minutes to think about a regret, then deliberately shift your attention to something positive in your current life. Engage in activities that keep you present, such as gardening, crafts, reading, or volunteering. When regretful thoughts arise, immediately redirect your attention to your senses, what you can see, hear, smell, or feel right now. Every moment spent in regret is a moment stolen from happiness, so choose to live in the present starting today. Mistake 4. Ignoring preventive healthcare. Because I feel fine. Are you skipping medical checkups because you don't feel sick right now? This seemingly logical approach to healthcare is actually one of the most dangerous mistakes seniors make. Many serious health conditions develop silently, without obvious symptoms until they reach advanced stages. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that preventive care can detect health problems early when they're most treatable and can prevent complications that lead to hospitalizations and reduced quality of life. According to the CDC, regular preventive care for seniors includes annual physical exams, blood pressure monitoring, cholesterol screening, diabetes testing, eye exams, hearing tests, and cancer screenings. Dr. Judith Salerno from the American Federation for Aging Research explains that many conditions common in seniors, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, glaucoma, and certain cancers, can progress for years without noticeable symptoms. The American Heart Association found that 45% of seniors with high blood pressure don't know they have it because they feel fine and haven't had recent checkups. Consider Thomas from Chicago, who felt perfectly healthy and avoided doctor visits for 3 years because he didn't want to look for problems. When he finally went for a routine physical after his wife's insistence, blood tests revealed advanced kidney disease and dangerously high blood pressure. His doctor explained that early detection and treatment could have prevented significant kidney damage and reduced his risk of heart attack and stroke. Thomas's avoidance of preventive care had allowed treatable conditions to progress to serious stages. Schedule your annual physical exam today and create a health tracking calendar to stay on top of recommended screenings. Ask your doctor which preventive services you need based on your age and health history. Keep a simple health journal, noting any changes in energy, sleep, appetite, or physical symptoms. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. Many of the most serious conditions affecting seniors are silent until they're advanced. Your local health department or senior center may offer free or low-cost screening programs. Prevention today prevents emergencies tomorrow, so make that appointment now. Let me take a quick moment to share something that might surprise you. If you've been dealing with joint stiffness or discomfort, this could help. I honestly didn't believe it at first, but this 10-second daily habit is backed by Harvard research and used in Japan to help seniors move with ease. It supports your body in producing more joint jelly, which is essential for joint health. There's a free video that explains everything. Scan the QR code or click the link below. Take a minute to watch, and don't worry, we'll jump right back into the main content. Mistake 5. Refusing to learn new technologies that could improve life. Are you avoiding helpful technology because you think you're too old to learn? This resistance to modern tools is creating unnecessary isolation and preventing you from accessing resources that could dramatically improve your quality of life. While technology can seem overwhelming, the basics are simpler than you think, and the benefits are enormous. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that seniors who use technology regularly have better cognitive function, stronger social connections, and greater independence than those who avoid it completely. The National Institute on Aging study found that seniors who learned to use computers and smartphones showed improved memory, problem-solving skills, and mental flexibility. Dr. Sherry Willis from the University of Washington explains that learning new technology creates new neural pathways in the brain, which helps maintain cognitive health and can even delay the onset of dementia. When you refuse to learn basic technology, you're missing opportunities to video chat with family, access health information, order groceries during bad weather, and connect with friends through social media. Think about Dorothy from Miami, who refused to learn how to use a smartphone or computer because she thought she was too old to understand technology. When the pandemic hit, she was completely cut off from her grandchildren and couldn't see their school plays or birthday parties through video calls. She missed important family updates and felt increasingly isolated while her peers were staying connected through technology. Dorothy's resistance to learning technology had robbed her of precious moments with her family during a difficult time. Choose one new technology skill to learn each month with patient instruction from a family member or friend. Start with something simple like making video calls to see grandchildren or using a tablet to read books with larger text. Many libraries and senior centers offer free technology classes designed specifically for older adults. Don't try to learn everything at once. Focus on one skill until you're comfortable, then add another. Ask questions without embarrassment, and remember that everyone was a beginner once. Technology can reconnect you with the world and provide tools that make daily life easier. So don't let fear hold you back any longer. Mistake 6. Eating poorly because I'm set in my ways. Are you eating the same unhealthy foods because changing feels too difficult? This stubborn approach to nutrition is silently stealing your energy, worsening your health, and contributing to the chronic diseases that make aging miserable. Your nutritional needs change as you age, and continuing poor eating habits from your younger years can accelerate aging and increase your risk of serious health problems. Research from Harvard-TH. Chan School of Public Health shows that seniors who improve their diet, even after age 65, can significantly reduce their risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. The Harvard researchers found that seniors who eat a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins have 30% less risk of developing chronic diseases and maintain better energy levels throughout the day. Dr. Walter Willett from Harvard's Nutrition Department explains that poor nutrition in seniors leads to increased inflammation, weakened immune function, and accelerated muscle loss. When you rely on processed foods, skip meals, or eat the same unhealthy foods repeatedly, you're depriving your body of the nutrients it needs to function optimally and fight off disease. Consider George from Austin, who lived on frozen dinners, white bread, and coffee because cooking felt like too much work after his wife passed away. He felt tired all the time, had frequent infections, and his doctor said his blood sugar was dangerously high. George's poor nutrition was contributing to his depression and making him more vulnerable to illness. His adult children were worried about his declining health and energy levels, but George insisted he was too old to change his eating habits. Add one colorful vegetable to your daily meals starting today and gradually replace processed foods with fresh, whole ingredients. Keep healthy snacks like nuts, fruits, and yogurt easily accessible in your kitchen. If cooking feels overwhelming, start with simple changes like adding berries to your cereal or having a salad with lunch. Many grocery stores offer pre-cut vegetables and healthy prepared foods that require minimal preparation. Consider meal delivery services designed for seniors if shopping and cooking have become difficult. Your body deserves better fuel than processed food, and it's never too late to start nourishing yourself properly. These 6 mistakes might seem small, but they're quietly stealing your energy, health, and happiness. The good news is that every single one can be fixed starting today. With simple, manageable changes, you have the power to transform your golden years from merely surviving to truly thriving. Which of these 6 mistakes hit closest to home for you? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might help another senior realize they're not alone. If this video opened your eyes to habits you want to change, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more practical health tips. Share this with a friend or family member who might be making these same mistakes. Together, we can help more seniors live their best lives.